David, are you still holed up in your room? Can you help around the house a little more?
What do you want? I'm working right now.
Work? You mean you're just playing some game, right? Will you please get your butt in gear and start working for God's sake? It's already been 3 years since your father died. You do realize that, don't you? You're supposed to be the man of the house. Take care of things.
Like I said, I'm working right now.
And like I said, playing games is not a job.
You just don't understand, Mom. There are all kinds of work that relates to games. Didn't I explain it all to you in the past? And in detail?
You did, but I have no idea what you're talking about. If I don't even know what it is you're doing, how can you call that work?
If you're not going to even try to understand, then just leave me alone. And another thing, if you're gonna ask me to do housework, you should also get Karen to help out too. Why only me?
Karen is always helping out at home. What are you saying? While I'm at work, she helps prepare dinner and she also helps with the laundry and the cleaning. She's the perfect daughter. She's a godsend, unlike you.
Oh yeah? Okay. I bet you wouldn't even believe me if I said I was doing all that.
What an awful brother, taking all the credit from your little sister.
Then why don't you even tell her to work? You do know that she's going on 27, right? No prospects at that age? Is she just gonna stick with being a pro NEET for life?
With Karen, it's all about helping out around the house and supporting the family.
That's the same old BTS that NEET types give as a reason for not working. For people who actually do housework and support the family, as you put it, it's disrespectful.
Stop it! How could you say that? Talk about a pot calling the kettle black. You're a NEET yourself. With Karen, she actually does help out, so I have no complaints. Besides, it's her way of preparing for marriage, to be a good wife. She's pretty and knows how to take care of the house, cook. Guys are clamoring to marry her. So, why does she have to work? She's doing just fine.
Oh yeah? Okay, if you say so.
Forget all that. What you should be worried about is yourself. Make something of it. You're already 30. No job, just playing games and lounging around. You'll never get married at this rate.
I keep telling you, I am working. I think I'm making pretty good money, and I also have a girlfriend.
Stop your boasting.
Figured you wouldn't believe me.
Okay, if you're going to say that, why don't you just move out and live alone?
Seriously? You don't mind if I move out, huh?
I'd like to see you try. No income, can't even do any house chores. You have zero experience making it on your own. Living alone? Impossible.
Alright. Don't come crying to me later.
Yeah, I heard that before. That's what people call tit for tat. Maybe you should get a little life lesson. Your dad spoiled you rotten, so this may be a good opportunity for you. It will be a chance for you to really get to know how this world works. Teach you a lesson.
Hey, David, got a minute?
What do you want? If you got something to say, come to my room. You're just like Mom. We're all in the same house, for God's sake. Why use line? What a hassle.
No way, your room probably stinks.
I always clean my room. Besides, I'm sure my room is way cleaner than yours.
That's not why I lined you. With Mom earlier, you didn't blab about me, did you?
Blab about what?
I did tell you that whenever she asked to tell her I did all the chores. You didn't blab about that now, did you?
Even if I did, she wouldn't believe me anyways.
Oh yeah, in that case, no problem.
Okay, so can I get back to work?
Calling your game playing as work again, LOL. That's why Mom is always pestering you.
Before lolling me, do something about yourself.
Huh? I don't know what you mean.
Figure it out for yourself.
All high and mighty, LOL. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This weekend, I'm meeting this guy, a possible hubby.
Are you serious?
This guy is, get this, a banker. My friend who's introducing me to him showed me a photo. Wow, handsome. My type for sure. And get this, he says he wants to marry a woman that's the home-loving type. Perfect for me.
I can't believe you! Make me do all the work and put on this fake persona? Won't last, you know.
Well, you just have to continue to do as you're doing. No problem.
Huh?
If the marriage goes through, I plan to live nearby so you can come by and clean up and do the laundry, even cook while he's at work.
Are you on drugs?
Besides, you'll never get married. Just take care of me for the rest of your life. In exchange, you can stay in your room and play games all day.
I did tell you I have a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that VR girl.
Nope. A real flesh and blood woman.
Do you really think I'm gonna believe an obvious lie like that? LOL. I gotta hand it to you. Your imagination is impressive, LOL.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so that's it. See ya.
You really think your plans will go so smoothly, huh?
Of course. Why wouldn't it?
Hey, David, you have some time?
What?
Hey, where are you living now?
Why do you ask?
Well, you know, at least you can do is tell us your address.
What for? Why should I?
Huh? You know, son.
What is it? Hurry it up. I'm busy.
Was it you who was depositing $800 into my account every month?
Oh, you finally noticed, I see.
Well, yeah. To be honest, I wasn't checking the account at all. And when the bank sends that current balance notification every few months, well, I always just dropped it in the desk drawer.
Oh yeah? Well, if you just withdraw cash from an ATM, all you get is the total amount.
After you left home, I noticed that the total amount seemed to decrease a lot faster. I took my bank book today and...
And you finally saw that I had been depositing money into your account all this time, right? I'm kinda surprised you didn't notice sooner.
I figured Karen was doing all the household stuff and also keeping the budget in order. Since when have you been depositing money?
I guess going on for 5 years now? Well, until recently, that is.
That long ago?
In the beginning, I was just doing part-time work, so the amount was a bit lower. At that time, I was studying to be a scriptwriter, so I wasn't making much.
Script writing?
Yeah, I finished the course, and now I'm writing scripts for various games.
So, this game thing, it's actual work. You weren't making it up?
Yeah, I kept telling you guys, but you guys laughed at me saying I was living in Fantasyland or something. But I worked hard, and now I can make a decent living just writing these game scripts.
Oh, okay, I see. About Karen meeting this new guy, she emphasized that she's the type that loves being home and doing housework, but after going out with him, well...
He found out that she can't do any of that, much less cook, and the whole thing went kaput. Is that about right?
Yes, actually. And then Karen, well, she came clean about it all, that all the housework was done by...
Me? Yeah. How many times have I tried to tell you?
Hey, David, come back home. What do you say?
Huh? Why?
Our home is a total mess.
Oh yeah? Really? As I recall, you left everything up to Dad. You didn't do any of the household chores either.
Well, yeah, but...
After he died, and I started doing everything, you didn't even notice. All you did was believe everything Karen said.
But whenever I got home from work, dinner was ready and Karen was standing in the kitchen.
I made dinner every night. All she did was warm it up and put it on plates. That's all.
How about breakfast?
Anybody can put bread in the toaster and milk in a cup. Even Karen. I cooked the fried eggs and prepared salad the night before. She was always skimming the cream off the top, stealing the limelight. You know what I mean. She just didn't want to work. So she used me to show that she was doing all the household chores. all fake.
I see.
I stayed at home as long as I could under these circumstances. But when you said leave, well, that's when I decided to find my own place.
Please, David.
Sorry, I'm not going back.
But why?
I started living with my girlfriend. I did mention her, didn't I?
Huh? So, a girlfriend. That was true too?
I must have told you about her 100 times.
Okay then, how about you two live with us?
Sorry, that's definitely not happening.
But why?
I can just see you guys making her do the housework and cooking. No way that's happening.
Come on, we wouldn't be that crass.
I should mention, my girlfriend is Chloe.
Huh? That Chloe? Karen's high school classmate, Chloe?
That's right.
Oh, okay then. No problem living together then. She's like family. I mean, Chloe is Karen's best friend, right?
Oh, I see Karen hasn't come clean about that either.
What do you mean?
During high school, Karen made Chloe do all her homework and essays. Made it look as though she did it all on her own. Oh yeah, and apparently Karen stole Chloe's ex-boyfriend too.
Stole them away?
Also, they said there was no proof, and it sort of got swept under the rug. But all the exams? She apparently cheated on all of them. The rumor is that she used her body to curry favor with the teacher, thus getting the answers in advance.
Huh? Are you serious? No way Karen would do such a thing.
As I said, it's a rumor. But the fact is, those rumors spread. And whose fault is it? Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. That's the kind of person she was in high school. You know what? Both Chloe and I are victims. When you told me to leave, it was the perfect time to get out and come clean about all this.
You really can't be serious.
So don't expect me to ever go back home again.
But...
You, Mom, and Karen, you guys just say what you want and never listen to what I have to say. Or believe anything I tell you. All you guys do is pick and choose what's best for you. You didn't even realize the fact that I was depositing money into your account every month.
But that was...
The only person that truly understood me was Dad. And Dad has been gone for 3 years now. So, let's just put an end to all this. To be honest, I want to be free. From both of you.
Come on, David. Don't be like that. At least tell us your address.
I think not.
At least continue to deposit the $800 every month, would you?
I'm paying for my current place. So absolutely not. Besides, you're working, right? What's the problem?
Yeah, about that. I recently quit.
Huh? You quit? Why?
And I'm being sued by my boss's wife for compensation.
Sued for compensation? Are you serious? What'd you do? You didn't have an affair, did you?
Well, it's a long story.
Oh God, please! What the hell is it with the women of this family? Sorry, but I've had it. I never want to see either one of you ever again!
Come on, please, David.
Oh yeah, and about Dad's ashes, I brought them home with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought so. I've been gone for 3 months, and I heard nothing from you. You've been married to him for so long, but you didn't even notice his ashes were gone?
I was going to.
I believe I made the right decision. Never want to see you guys again. Good riddance. After that conversation, Karen also lined me. But she just ranted on about God knows what. I had no idea what she was talking about, so I just brushed off everything she said. I changed my smartphone number and started all over again. So now I'm free from strife. About Chloe and me, you ask? We moved far away from my hometown. I only informed some relatives on my father's side, and of course Chloe's parents, of our address. So there's no worry of those two charging in on us unexpectedly. I heard from a friend that they were forced to sell the house, and apparently they moved into an old beat-up apartment nearby. Evidently, neighbors have seen them walk past the now empty house on occasion.
Hey Hannah, are you there? I was just wondering if you were still thinking of coming home at your usual time. I was only wondering because I really don't want you to come around here.
Hey, Tina. Sorry, what is this about? It's the 3rd anniversary of Dad's death, so... Yeah, I was going to come home to pay my respects with you and Mom.
Yes, I'm well aware of what the date is, thank you very much. And I'm telling you that I don't want you to come back at all.
Okay, can I ask why you don't want me to come back home? Were you going to help Mom in my place?
What do you mean help Mom? What do you even do?
I mean how every year our aunts and uncles and cousins come over to help us remember Dad, and then we all go out for dinner. I always help Mom make the arrangements and reservations before we all meet up. So if I'm not going to be there, I'm asking if you're going to help Mom instead. Because I think Mom wanted to cook at home for this year. So she's going to need even more help than usual. Are you okay with that?
Hold on a second. That sounds like a big pain in the butt.
Right. Well, I'm already 30 minutes away from getting there, so just tell Mom that I've almost arrived, okay?
Seriously? Fine. Hey, Hannah, are you still here? Have you not gone back home yet?
What are you doing? We're in the same house. Why are you texting me? Just come and talk to me, Tina.
Just answer my question. Jeez. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, yeah. I was thinking of going home after I help Mom clean around the house since everyone's gone home now.
Okay. Then I guess in that case, I'll head out and have some fun.
You mean that you're really not going to help Mom and I out with any of this at all?
I'm already out. I'm not even home, so how could I?
You mean that you snuck out while we were all clearing the table? Why do you always do this? Why do you always have to be so selfish? I've had enough out of you. You need to learn how to grow up. Tina, are you there? You are in serious trouble. Did you take that $200 from Mom's private stash she keeps under Dad's urn? You need to give that back to her right now.
Ugh, literally, what are you even talking about?
I am talking about the money that Mom keeps under Dad's urn for emergencies. I was polishing off his urn one more time, and when I picked it up, I saw that the money wasn't there. I asked Mom about it, and she said she hadn't moved the urn or touched the money at all today, so it must have been someone else who took it.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing if I have already been caught.
Well, you need to give that back to Mom right now!
What do you mean? Did you forget that I still live with Mom? What's hers is mine, and I would have ended up with it anyways.
But this is Mom's emergency money. She was going to use it to repay herself for hosting Dad's memorial service. That was never meant to be money for you to spend on yourself, Tina.
Well, it's a little bit late for that, because I've already used it all up.
Excuse me? You did what? Are you kidding me?
I'm serious, and I want you to stop coming around the house so often.
What are you talking about? Why don't you want me here that badly?
Because I know that money that you give Mom every month is money that you get from illegal dealings.
No, seriously. What are you even talking about? How did you even come up with that one?
Well, you work in a factory assembly line, so there's just no way you could afford to send Mom the $1,500 a month that you've been doing for so long now. I mean, you've been sending money to Mom for 10 years, but last year the amount jumped from $700 to $1,500. That means the amount more than doubled, which means you must be getting your money from somewhere illegal.
I have no idea how to even respond to something like that. And besides, I don't work at a factory, so I don't know where that came from either.
You mean you got fired and had to take an even lower paying job just to survive? Then you must be doing some seriously illegal stuff to afford the lifestyle that you have.
This is just getting ridiculous. Do you really think I'm only capable of getting low-paying jobs?
I mean, isn't that how it works for people who never graduated college and only graduated from high school?
You know that I was supposed to go to college. I was accepted and everything, but then Dad called the school and asked them to cancel my application with them.
Yeah. All I hear are excuses from a sore loser. You have got to be doing something illegal. I just know it. It's the only explanation.
You seriously just don't know when to stop, do you?
Well, we don't need your filthy money anymore.
You mean that you're really going to keep pushing me with this? Is this really a game that you want to play with me?
Ugh, there's no game. I'm just telling you the truth that I know about you. I mean, you moved out of the house 10 years ago. Just how often do you really need to visit us? Besides, it's just painful for someone with a college education like myself to have to deal with you for so often.
All right then. I guess I'll stop sending the money if you're so serious about this.
That will be fine by me. We still have plenty of money left over from when Dad died, so there.
So you're just planning on living off Dad's inheritance, huh? Well, we'll just see about that.
Hannah, are you there? You have to help me! I'm in serious trouble! I just went to check my balance in the bank and there's nothing there.
And just why are you coming to me about any of this?
Well, because I know that you used it all up for yourself.
I live more than an hour away from you and Mom. How could I have possibly broken into your bank account? I mean, how would I have even gotten a hold of your debit card in the first place? I think you just now realized for yourself that you don't actually have any money.
You must have hacked into the system and wired yourself all of my money or something like that. I know that I had money in there before, and now I don't, which means that someone had to have stolen it. There's no other explanation. So give me my money.
If anyone should be asking for their money back, it should be me, Tina.
What are you talking about? How are you the victim here?
I mean that you took the money that Dad left us, even the money he left for Mom, and spent it all on yourself. You used it all up within the first year after he died, didn't you?
What do you mean? Why are you saying this?
I'm saying it because you robbed Mom, even though she's a frail old lady who still does her best to keep her house running. And meanwhile, you do nothing to help her, and leech off of her already rather small retirement money. That was the whole reason why I raised the amount of money I was sending Mom in the first place. She kept telling me how tight things were for her.
But I didn't know that that's why you did that.
But recently, I asked Mom for a breakdown of just how she was spending that money that I had been sending to her. She told me that every month when she gets the $1,500 from me, $1,200 of it goes to you, and she is only left with $300. So basically, you leave Mom with barely even enough money to take care of herself while you leech off of her.
No, that isn't true. That's not fair.
And after the memorial, Mom showed me some of the texts that you sent her where you demanded the money that I had just given her.
You're lying. I don't believe you. I'm going to go talk to Mom about this right now, and she'll say I'm right. Mom isn't at home right now. And I poked my head into her room, and all her stuff was gone too. What's going on here? Where did Mom go? Why is this happening?
It's okay. Mom is with me right now, actually.
She is? Really? But why?
Because she hates living with you, of course.
What are you talking about? Of course she doesn't.
She says that you make her do all the work around the house while you just hang out in your room or go out all day. Not only that, but you're always asking her for money that she doesn't have, and then you get mad at her when she doesn't have it. Mom has actually wanted to stop living with you for a while. She tried to be patient for your sake, but now she's had enough, and she finally came to me for help.
But I didn't even do anything bad. This isn't fair.
Of course you've done something bad here.
What do you mean? What did I even do?
You were always spoiled by Dad growing up, and you haven't changed since then. I mean, you've been out of school for years now, and you still don't even have a job. What is up with that? The least you could do is work part-time to help out with Mom.
But I hate work. It's so stupid.
Do you think people go to work because they like it?
You mean they don't?
Look, I had to step in, and I was the one that took Mom out of that house.
But how could you do something like that without even telling me about it?
Because we knew that you would throw a fit over it, like you're doing right now. And also, I'm selling the house.
Hold on. You're going to be doing what? But I live here! Where am I supposed to go? Do you even have the right to sell the house?
Well, you remember when we split up Dad's estate, right? In the will, he left you and Mom his savings, and he left me the house.
He left you the house? I thought he left it to Mom.
Apparently, it was easier to make the taxes work out if I got the house and not the money, so he left it to me.
You mean that this is all over something as stupid as taxes?
I suppose you wouldn't know much about that, considering that you don't do any work, huh?
Don't you talk to me like I'm some stupid kid.
Well, anyways, I'm more than happy to introduce you to a company that offers corporate dorms for its employees.
What do you mean? Why would I need something like that?
Well, soon you're not going to have money or a place to live. You're going to have to do something, right?
But you could help me, right? You could send me money every month and help me out, right?
You're joking, right?
Of course I'm not joking!
I am offering you a job in my company that will provide you with money and housing. This is the best deal that you are ever going to find.
But I don't want to work! This isn't fair!
The people from the company are going to be arriving at the house soon to pick you up and take you to your new home.
They're coming to pick me up right now? You already signed me up for this?
I would say that you probably have just enough time to pack your bags before they arrive, but I would start now.
You're kidding me. Don't tell me that these are goons from the illegal business that you make all your money from.
Are you really going on about all of that?
I just mean that there's no way you could afford to send someone money like that.
Of course I can. Why don't you think I make any money?
Well, then what's your job, huh?
I'm a general manager for my company.
You mean you don't work for an assembly line?
I worked a job like that once in high school. Did you really think that I never moved on to anything else? My current job I got because an old colleague started his own company and asked if I would like a new and higher paying job.
But you don't even have a college degree. Why would anyone want to hire you?
Because I studied hard after I graduated and developed my skills without having to go to school. And now I'm here.
But that isn't fair. Why don't I have things like that happen to me?
I don't know. Have you ever applied for a job?
I'm still working on my resume.
Really? Because there is no way that it could be that long. Anyways, I hope you've been packing this whole time. I just got a text from the pickup crew that they arrived at the house.
You're kidding me. You mean they're here already?
That's right. And your first shift is going to be bright and early tomorrow.
I'm going to have to start work tomorrow?
Yep, good luck with the new job. Tina was always our dad's favorite child while we were growing up together. He would let her get away with everything and never asked her to do any kind of work. I was thinking of asking Mom to move in with me after he died, actually. But I had so much going on with my new job that I knew I needed more time. Now that I've really grown in my career, however, I'm sure of this. It's time that I give my mom a break after all the hard years of work that she's put in throughout her life. I heard from some coworkers about how Tina was getting along in her new job. At first, she tried to threaten everyone around her that her older sister was someone very important in the company. But when she realized that wasn't working, it was like something broke. And she finally just started following instructions and working.